Well, good day, RGV. Today on Valley por Vida, we're introducing you to WGU's 2022 Distinguished Graduate Award recipient, plus a lot more. The show begins right now. Hey there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda, and I'm so excited to introduce you to Harlingen resident Juan Longoria at the top of our show today because he's recently been honored with WGU's 2022 Distinguished Graduate Award, and we had the chance to speak with him for details on this honor.
Yeah, my name is Juan Longoria, born and bred in the Rio Grande Valley, lived my entire life in San Benito, now Harlingen. I'm honored to be selected by WGU as a distinguished graduate. This is the first year they've ever done this type of award, and out of over 300,000 potential students, I was one of the lucky 25 to be inducted into the very first cohort. It means a ton. I went to school later in my career, so to be able to get my bachelor's and 2 master's degrees from this accredited school on my own time while maintaining a really busy job and 2 young children, I don't know that I could have done it at a traditional brick and mortar school. But ultimately the award was for what I've been able to do after graduating with my nonprofit work here in South Texas and as part of my career at T-Mobile and now at Zillow. It's a big honor because it's recognition for the things that we do that can go unnoticed. There's a lot of work to be done here in the Valley, and I think if everybody who is experiencing even the smallest amount of success finds a way to give back, the Valley would be a much better place. So to have a school that I went to take the time to dig into my efforts here in the Valley through my nonprofit work and what I'm doing outside of that in my DE&I efforts at the companies that I work for as well for all Latinos. It's impactful, it's motivational to kind of say, hey, somebody picked it up, somebody saw it. And those are the little things that drive those of us that are willing to go out there and do these things, to do more of it. Man, education is super important because it allows you to be part of the conversation. I remember being, when I was a manager at my previous roles and being in conversations where the VPs and directors were talking and I didn't really understand the subject matter of the areas in which they were discussing. To be able to go to school and understand the basic fundamentals of finance and economics and understand terms like EBITDA and what it means nowadays, it gets your foot in the door. And down here in the Valley, there's so many hardworking people. I think the majority of our population is either underemployed, meaning that there's so much more they could be doing and contributing, not just locally, but to the entire country. And we don't get those opportunities because sometimes we lack that one tiny step of getting that certificate, that degree, or even the knowledge to be part of a conversation. So education is super important in most fields because it gives you the ability to confidently speak about something in a room where it matters the most. I just hope it shows people that we can do it, man. Like, I grew up as a migrant worker, going up with my grandparents, my aunts and uncles and my parents and my cousins to Michigan, working in the fields. We'd have to leave school early, start late, get caught up. And I've carried that with me my entire life. Obviously at 5, 6 years old, I didn't work as hard as my older brother and sister who were in their teens and my aunts and uncles. But those experiences of being out in the fields, of seeing how people were treated, like we carry those things with us. And knowing that if I could do it coming from those beginnings and very poor and kind of being able to work through the jobs and school, seeing my brother and my sister do it, it was inspiring to see them do it before me. So it told me I could do it, right? So if I can be a small piece of that for the youth here in the Valley now, it's all worth it. Like every day I get to interact with kids from San Benito and Harlingen. We talk about the scholarships that we offer through my nonprofit. I'm more and more impressed with the level of ability that they have today that I wish I had when I was in high school. And the last thing that I want to see is for anybody to give up when they're this close to getting their dreams. So if I can be a small part of showing people that you can do it, any one of us can do it down here in the Valley, that's what it's all about. Academics, man, I would love to get a PhD. I think right now with my kids at 5 and 7, they're keeping me very busy with sports and plays and things like that, and I want to take a break. But that's the beauty of a school like WGU, is that it gives you the ability to take your education seriously when you're ready. It allows you to do it on your time. So I encourage you to go look at schools like that because it gives you a lot of time back in your day, and when you're ready to pull that trigger, it'll allow you to do so.
Congrats to Juan on all his hard work and, of course, his passion for education. All right, now let's take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll extend our academic conversations for the benefit of students in all our Rio Grande Valley community. We'll see you in a bit.